If you want anything being from St. Louis, you always have a love-hate relationship with St. Louis. You love St. Louis for what it made me, but you hate St. Louis for what it is.
Well, Charleston is actually one of the oldest cities in America, and a lot of people know that there was a slave port here, right? That's some of the dark history.
I like Charleston because it has an old world European feel, and that resonates with me being a European.
My name is Andrew Rucker. I am an artist that goes by the name of Poncho Rucker, and I stay in Ferguson, Missouri. You know you ain't finna get him to sit, right?
He only had the 60.
Which one did you go to?
The one, the ghetto one.
Yeah. I've been protesting actively since about 2009. When did I go and protest for the Mike Brown issue? The day of the candlelight vigil, I guess. Yeah, he was killed on August the 9th. And I was in Ferguson ever since.
My name is Lana, and I am currently based in the southeastern part of the States. I would say I'm a nationalist, an ethno-nationalist, so I support white countries for white people, Asian countries for Asian people, African countries for African people. People could say, oh, neo-Nazi, racist, white supremacist, well then they don't know me. It's always an attack to shut down debate. But I'm actually very easy to talk to, very easy to get along to. I'm a cheerful person, I'm a positive person, and I like my life. I don't have much to complain about.
From the land of the free and the home of the slaves, where you can get more time for killing dogs than the white boy who committed rape, where you get more time for selling crack than the pedophile who touched your daughter, where you get grants as an immigrant while blacks line up they like Minnesota. They call us sluts on the news just for standing up, not taking abuse, just for standing up and facing them blues. They gon' mace us up and shoot us down too. It don't matter really how old you be, they gon' shoot us down like dogs in the street. I ain't gotta talk about human rights. Torrance Small, he was only 16.
With us in the studio, we also have Lana. Hi there.
Hi, everybody.
I help run Red Ice. We do a weekend show called Weekend Warrior where we cover all kinds of topics, more focusing on a pro-European perspective. And also I host a show called Radio 314.
Being called a racist makes people's whole world and life crumble. I mean, how weak and pathetic,
The media is just focusing on every time a black guy gets shot. But can you think of one time when they've mentioned when a white person was shot by a cop? Even though statistically, twice as many whites die at the hands of cops every year.
This is where Mike Brown was murdered. They killed this boy. I don't care what he was doing. It's unarmed. Behind me used to be a gas station. There's no longer a gas station here anymore. This is ground zero for the riots. This is where we stood up and we fought. You got to understand how crazy that thought process is, to where you are so angry, you are so frustrated that you are willing to burn down a gas station.
Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization. They're going around openly talking about, killing cops and killing white people, and there's a lot of hate coming from them, but alt-right, there isn't hate. We just want to basically exist. My husband and I have always had some of these views, but it wasn't until being gone from America for a while, I came back to the country and I just noticed all the propaganda that was blasting that's very anti-white. There was just hating white people basically everywhere you go, and it's become cool to hate white people. Only white people could be racist, so you can say whatever you want about white people. In America, right now, in 1965, the population was 90% European. So in a small percentage of time, now we're slated to become a minority. But this rapid population replacement is just, wow, I mean, it's unprecedented. I think that in America, we've lost touch with our roots, with our European roots and our true culture. We've become very materialistic. I want to help wake people, white people up. I want to shake them out of becoming so self-hating and hating themselves so that they're proud to be white again. Everyone says it's Asian pride, says the Asian man, you know, black pride says the black man, white pride says the racist, right? Whites are the only people that can't have pride in who they are, in their heritage, in their people, and talk about like having white babies and a white future, and it breaks my heart seeing that.
This is West St. Louis. This is the black side of town. Well, as you can see, like, it's abandoned house, abandoned house, abandoned house, abandoned house. When you build a country on the foundations of separatism, murder, crime, and so many different injustices just to get your way, eventually that seed is going to bear fruit. This is the fruit that America has bear. It's been the same way since my grandmother was a child, her grandmother was a child, my grandparents, just period. This is a perfect example of why we fight for the better, so my kids can have hope. Not for the fact, just because I don't see it, just because it's dark now, don't mean that I can't spark a light in the dark room for my kids.
Yeah, of course I support Trump. I know it's never going to happen, but of course I would like to keep it a white majority. And I think Trump's ideas are really good. Of course we want to return to some kind of a greatness. We have who we have. Who do we have as candidates? They happen to be white, you know. I think that white people, they created the system. They created the politics, so they understand it. It is the European system. Always was white because it was mostly white majority and white people that made it. This country is a mess right now. It's a mess, and there's infrastructures that look like third world. It's hard to get jobs. I mean, this country is not where it was 50 years ago. So I want to see a nice, white, safe country.
Martin Luther King's dream was not envisioned. We wanted an equal share at this table that we built, which is called America. We don't have that.